Hey guys, pardon the mess in the background. The old neighbor's having him a little get together, it looks like. But I'm gonna try to get out tonight and do me a little night run, do a little night rider. I really don't know where I'm going, but we're going. Sorry, we're in the dark. Hey, look at that light. Well, I'm sure worried that light's too high. This one's shining right to the ground though. I'm gonna turn it up. Just look, there we go. Only got back 85%. I didn't get my batteries fully charged, but we'll give it a run. I ain't planning on being out that long. I am in shorts and a short sleeve shirt, so I don't know how long. I mean, it's not real cold. I don't know what it is, but we'll get out and do a little run. I'm gonna head down here to this park real quick. I'm gonna go by this park and I'm gonna turn my undercarriage lights on. Give you an idea of what they're doing. I don't even really know. I haven't had it out on the road or nothing. But I know this park is pretty dark over here. So let's see how this goes. Boy, brakes are making some weird sounds tonight. Okay, let me think here. I'm gonna go out of gear. I'm gonna get off and put her up on the kickstand. Yeah, I just got my guess y'all probably saw I got 2 videos from this weekend. Man, that bike trail was sure nice. That was a nice trail, and I know I put it up on the post, but I think I'm gonna try to slip over there one night. I'm gonna do that trail at night. Man, I can't see nothing. Trying to get this USB plugged in, because these lights do run off USB. Here, let's turn these off. And I'll show you what these lights will do here. But basically, they're not real bright. But they're just adding some visibility. Kind of lights up the ground blue. It's kind of cool. Like I said, for a couple bucks, whatever it was on Temu. And it runs off of USB. So, like I said, you don't have to worry about 12 volt stuff. But, like I said, it just adds a little extra light. A little more visibility. That's with the headlight on. But, yeah, like I said, it's just something stupid. A little something different. But, yeah, I got that rear upper light turned on. Which I don't know how much more light it pulls on. But I've never tore that apart. And I guess those are just powered by some AA batteries or something, they say. I don't know. I've never taken taking it apart to look what it is. Probably some cheap Chinese batteries. Probably won't last very long, but I never use it really. But yeah, like I said, wow, that thing is bright. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like at night. And that light really is cool, man. That's a bright ass light. But that's how we're set up right now for the old nighttime stuff. And I hope that ain't too high. I don't know. I guess if I get high beamed by a bunch of cars while I'm out riding, I'll know. We'll just test it out and see. And stick her in one and get up out of here. It shouldn't be too bright though, I wouldn't think. I mean, it doesn't look like it's shining very high. I'm gonna take a ride down to that park. That park I always go through. I don't know, like I said, there's a couple. I could go right down the middle of town. It's not real dark down there. It's got a lot of lights, but I don't know. Let's see where it takes us. That stupid lock's clicking on that damn. That's my dumb chain lock still clicking. I still hadn't figured out what I'm going to do with that. Get up there, see if we can stop it from clicking. Get up behind this car and see if it's shining in the back of their car, in the back of their window. Nah, I don't think so. I think that's about right. Hopefully. Ain't got no choice right now. We're going to keep it where it is. It gives me good light. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the brightest setting. I think 4 is the flashing light. But kind of bored. I had to run into Walgreens to pick up a couple of things. But man, it was so nice out. It was like, damn, I plugged my bike in earlier and tried to get a charge going. I had it down to like 39% from that ride on Sunday. But, like I said, we're going to get out here and do us a little ride. Yeah, see, that light ain't shining nobody's windshield, but I can see. I bet they can see me coming, though. That's a good thing. Think, what the hell is that? I'm sure it looks pretty crazy coming at you. Got dual headlights. People probably freaking out. I've never actually had this problem, but unfortunately, this community up here has no sense whatsoever. I think a lot of these people feed these deer in the city here, which of course attracts them. There's like 150 deer I saw earlier on the way to Walgreens, and they're just hanging out in the yard, and that's what it looks like. Looks like they're waiting for somebody to come out and feed them again. But now I got deer to dodge, especially if I went up that hill where I normally take off to. There are deer everywhere up there. Well, I'm not getting high beamed by nobody. Yeah, there is. There's a sidewalk. Turning this thing down here for the sidewalks. I don't need to be going 40 miles an hour on the sidewalks. Yeah, I've noticed. I've been watching these videos as I edit them that I do. And I'm sure y'all probably think, man, this guy's a nut. He's out here on bike trails. And this camera really makes it look like, it looks like I'm flying down those bike trails. But I'm really not. Look, I feel like I'm barely moving. I'm going 16 right now. But it really does. It makes you look like looks like you're flying down those bike trails. With all those people, I had somebody comment on one of my videos how I was dangerous or something because all them people were out walking. I wasn't going fast, and I was at a good speed to where if I needed to brake, I could stop. Whatever. Like I said, this camera makes it look like you're going a lot faster than what you are. But it messes me. I have to do a double take on the speedometer. Like, damn, how fast am I going? I'm always questioning because I watch these videos. Even after, I watch everybody's videos. I watch that Sir Ron guy? I think he's out of California. I watch, of course, I really can't stand that Citizen Bike guy or whatever he's on that channel. He does have some informative stuff, but for some reason that guy just kind of, I don't know. But he is informative, and I watch him. There's one guy out of Arizona that I watch, but he really doesn't ride that much. I can't remember what his name is, but he really doesn't get out and ride a whole lot. It's been a while since he's put a video out, but I watch a lot of videos. I love watching people, doing what I'm doing. That's why I do what I do, because I think it's cool, especially if I can't get out and ride. Kind of gives me a feel of at least watching somebody ride. I can't, if I can't get out, it's kind of cool, like I said. But I watch that guy. I watch a guy out of California. Starts with a W, I can't remember, but he does DoorDash he supposedly used to use an e-bike. Now he's using I think he's on a Yamaha scooter. Hey, look at this. We got somebody coming up the sidewalk with a headlight. That's cool. Watch out, dude. Go ahead. That's all right. Go ahead. I just got 2 headlights. Wow. Fucking people. Nuts. Sorry I didn't see you. How can you not see this god-awful thing lit up coming down? They all do it. They all do that. No, I think these are walkers. This ain't a bike. But either way, these stupid people ain't paying attention. Whoa. But anyway, like I said, I watched that guy out of California. He's out of LA, and he delivers. You know, he does DoorDash and Uber Eats and all them. He does those on a scooter. I watch him run around. And then, what is that guy's name? I call him Hippie Guy. I think it's Happy Trails, or I don't know, whatever it is. But he does all the reviews on e-bikes and stuff on his channel. And then he has a second one that he does souped up stuff. I forget what they're called. He's a long-haired dude. He's out of California. He does the same exact run on all of his stuff, which kind of gets boring. But I like to watch the different bikes that come out that he does reviews on. And I wish to God I could get some of these, and I do. Believe it or not, I do. I try to. I send emails out, probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 emails a week on different stuff to scooter companies, because I want to get me one of them little scooter deals, and just, you know, to have it as a backup, just to run down the mailbox or whatever. I don't have to drag this whole thing out. But you know, e-bike stuff, I would love to do those review stuff. And those guys, you know, those companies send these guys these bikes to do reviews on and stuff, which is just as cool as it gets, I think. And, you know, it's good advertising for them. Even this light, I sent, you know, it's a Chinese company that makes that. And they don't actually have a website, but they do have a Facebook page. And I sent them, a copy. I forwarded my video to them that I did, you know, and told them, hey, if y'all have other products that y'all want me to review, please, you know, I'll do it. And, you know, even if they'd work with me a little bit, you know, like half price or something, I'll still give the reviews. Hell, I paid cash for all this mess for this bike. You know, I paid for this bike and all that. I sent Wired, before I bought it, I sent Wired and told them, you know, I'm going to start doing reviews and stuff. And that if they were interested, maybe we could work out a deal. Yeah, of course, they never responded. And, and they're there to make money, I know. But, you know, Citizens, that guy out of California, the long-haired dude, you know, they've done some reviews on Wired, but I haven't seen a whole lot. There's another guy I watched. I did my research before I bought one of these. And, you know, like I said, I wouldn't mind doing reviews for different stuff. I think I've never seen one in person, but, you know, those Super 73 bikes, I've watched those from early generation. You know, there's one guy, I forget what it's called, Loophole something. He has a channel, and that kid is actually I think he's originally from Austin. And that was his first e-bike he got. He bought one of those Super 73s, and it's more of a scooter style. And I mentioned in one of my videos, I think it would be cool to find one of those that maybe somebody burn up the controllers or something, or, you know, whatever this is old. I would love to get one of those just for the frame and rebuild one. You know, I would love to order motors and do all that. You know, soup it up, put faster controllers and all that mess in it. It'd be cool, but I'm not gonna go spend. I think those Super 73s are like $3,000 or something. I can't remember, 3,200. But they out playing basketball. But like I said, I would love to do. I've never actually sat on one, but I watched that guy out of California. He's like 6 foot something. He's tall, and he did a review on them, and it looked like he could ride. They don't have the gear system like these do, so you don't have a lot of gears to go through. And I think on those, I think it's more or less for, legalities to put pedals on it, because, especially there's big group and followings of those Super 73s where, they have ride-outs for Super 73 owners. It's kind of like the Sur-Ron crowd. I'd love to have a Sur-Ron or something like that. There's that other one that they make that supposedly beat the Sur-Ron. I forget what it's called, but like I said, I say probably. I know better because I'm pretty bad. I would end up riding it on the roads, but I think that's going to be a cop catcher. Cops are going to mess with you, especially around here, because this is a small town. But I've never seen one of those out on any of these streets here. But I have all that government land and stuff. As long as I keep my permit up, I'm good through October. But even the off-road stuff, I would love to do that. I would love to go and to run those out there on that land. That would be cool. But like I said, I don't know who watches these things, or if any of these companies watch any of these videos or whatever, but if there's anybody out there wanting me to do reviews, I would love to, and I'll work a deal out with you. It's not like I'm trying to screw somebody out of a free bike or whatever, but if they want to send it to me free too, that would be great. That's what those guys get. I've seen some of these guys that do reviews. They keep their stuff in a storage unit. They open that thing and it's packed with scooters. It's packed with bikes and all that. Obviously they're sending it to them. They ain't buying all those, but I've seen a few of them where they said it was on loan, or I think those are more or less the prototypes of different models they're coming out with, and they do, they'll send the prototypes out to these reviewers to get an idea of what the reaction to them are. But either way, like I said, I would love to do some review stuff. Give me different products. I'll take this light off, put a new light on, give it a try, or it would be cool. Like I said, I for some reason, I'm just infatuated with those scooter things. I think that would be cool. I don't want one that'll go 75 miles an hour or nothing, but I've seen one. I've seen one on Temu that's only, and that's another one. That's another one that I don't really trust. It's hard for me to trust Temu because I read reviews on a lot of that stuff, and some people have said, "Oh, I ordered this e-bike," and the e-bike wasn't what was in the picture, and that would piss me off, especially if I paid for one, $600-700, and they don't even send you what you ordered. That doesn't make no sense. But like I said, they had a scooter on there for like $650. It was on Temu or that AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever that is. But they had a $649, and it said it would go 50. I think they said, and that's more than likely. Hell, 40's plenty on this, and this is a bike. I couldn't imagine going 50 on a damn scooter, but hey, I'll rip it. I see the guys do 70, 80 mile an hour on them. So either way, like I said, it'd be cool to do the review gig. But I'm assuming, because I only have like 66 subscribers, I think, as of today, and they require the monetization part of it, which I would love to do, and it's kind of weird because, I've had videos. If you look at my channel, I've had, one or two of my drone stuff. One of my drone stuff was like 750 views or something. I've had a lot of viewers, but I don't know if you guys ever mess with the YouTube thing, but if you look up the analytics, 86% of my viewers are not subscribed. And, I'll be honest, I've got 3 YouTube accounts. This one, and then I've got 2 more that I don't really publish anything on those, but like one of my channels, I have a lot of drone stuff on, and that's where the Texas Drone Man came from, because that's all I was doing was drone stuff, which I'm going to get back into. Like I said, I explained that in one of my other videos, but I fully intend on getting back into that. It's just been so windy. Man, they got something going on. Sirens going off everywhere. But one of those has a lot of drone stuff that I subscribe to and watch. I've got another one because I'm real big into pool and billiards, and I have a lot of my billiard stuff, my pool stuff I watch on that third one. And I use these different accounts for different, as far as my viewing, I don't post anything on those thus far. All my drone stuff, everything's kind of mixed on this channel with this e-bike stuff, because I just got into this e-bike stuff in November. I think mid-November is when I finally got one. But it's a lot easier to have different accounts like that, to separate them. I'm going to get out of the way of this car. I don't know what they're doing. They think they're scared they're going to hit me or something. But plus, I think that soccer game's letting out. But like I said, I think all these people that do the reviews and whatnot, I think, they're wanting somebody with a lot more subscribers and views. That way they can guarantee that they get more views and more people's eyes on the reviews themselves. Which, God, if you're watching this, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You have the subscribe button down bottom. Just click that and that'll subscribe you to my channel. And of course the likes make a difference too. If you hit like, and then the little notification bell, you hit that. And I really don't do that because I'm not an electronics person whatsoever. But basically that notification thing is supposed to alert your phone whenever a new video comes out from whoever you got that notification set for. And it'll tell you that there's a new video for you to watch. But like I said, I'm primarily trying to get view hours, which I think I had, what did they say? 2,000 views, I think, in the last 30 days. 66 subscribers. And the watch hours, that's the big one. I forget, I'd have to relook at YouTube, but to be able to be monetized, meaning they're going to pay me to make videos, which would be awesome. I mean, I'm semi-retired right now. That would be a great supplement. But like I said, they show I'm trying to think which one it was. I think it was the one where I put the Hellbender in this thing. That thing's got like 500 views, I think, that people watched. And I want to say 16% of the people that watch that is subscribed. 80 whatever, 4% are not even subscribed to my channel. And I just don't understand that. That's kind of weird. I mean, because, you can look up in the analytics and see return viewers. And I have a ton of people that comes back and watches these videos. But they don't subscribe, and I don't get that. I've had a few people tell me, I don't ever subscribe to nobody because I'm not paying for nothing. So they actually think that you're paying for this stuff just to subscribe. Now, some of them have that, like a club or something where you can get You can watch stuff that they do or say or have talks or chats. And then that's basically reserved for their, I forget what they call it, Patreon or whatever it is, where you actually pay them. Like, what is that guy's name? 51 Drones or something. He has a Patreon thing, and I think his deal is you can pay like $2 a month, and that goes to him to help him keep supplying videos and stuff. It's paying him basically. But like I said, man, if y'all are watching this, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I don't have any custom channels or nothing like that. I mean, this is all free stuff. And it does. I mean, this takes a lot of time to do, really. I mean, it takes time to edit video and stuff. The drone, these videos are a lot better. They're a lot easier. I mean, some of those videos, I know my last, 3 videos ago that I did last weekend or whenever it was, last Saturday, that thing was like a little over 2 hours. And that thing was actually almost 2 hours and 40 minutes or whatever it was. And I actually edited a lot of the boring long ride stuff. I try to cut out some of the boring junk, or if I pull over, to change batteries, I'll edit that out. But either way, like I said, it does take some work. My drone video stuff, I always do music backup, which, trying to remember what that company I use, I actually have a subscription to where it's not, it furnishes me all the uncopyrighted music that I can actually put on videos. And I mean, if any of you ever watched my drone videos from, before these e-bike things, they all have music in them. And of course, I've had a lot of people didn't agree with some of the music I use, but yeah, I'm 56 years old, but I still listen to some crazy stuff. I mean, I listen to rock, I listen to a lot of country, I listen to a lot of rap, I listen to all kinds of stuff. So I change up my music and my background stuff on my videos. I haven't done one music add-on to any of these e-bike, any of the e-bike stuff. Wow, somebody cooking something around there. That smells good. But I haven't done any, because I said I got the gift of gab. I talk. I've had people tell me, God, how do you sit there and talk to yourself all the time? But like I said, a lot of the stuff I do is I'm by myself. I mean, even, like I said, I think I told y'all in the last video or two, I own a roofing company right now with all this immigration stuff going on, and, I don't know what is going to become of all that. I mean, I have a feeling that the cost of construction of anything is going to shoot through the roof now, because they're trying to round up all these people that actually work. They're not dangerous people. They're doing jobs trying to survive. And that includes my roofing crews. And they may have, I don't know, because I deal with certain the guys that run these crews, and I make sure they do have work visas. They don't have legitimate papers, but they do have work visas. They are legal to be here in the country. I send them 1099s. I do everything no different than anybody else. Now, what they do with that, I don't know. That's a good question. But as far as the legality part, the people I pay are all legal, or they have work visas. I got copies of their driver's license, all that. So, like I said, it's but with that company, I mean, like I said, I'm semi-retired. I've worked my whole life like a dog. I still do piddly stuff to keep myself occupied. You know, I do some of the gig work, the delivery stuff, you know, the DoorDash and the Ubers, and, you know, I'm doing that one for Walmart stuff. And, you know, it's not that I'm not getting rich by no means. Well, they're going to put this new store in here. They sure have been taking a long time doing it. Looks like they're getting close. But, yeah, like I said, I don't... Yeah. But to be honest with you, I mean, I do it for money. You know, I make money at it. But you know, if I can make $800,000 a month just as extra because I'm bored, you know, I do it, and that's why. But it's alone. Everything I do, these e-bike things, because I don't have anybody out this way to ride. I don't know anybody that has bikes to ride. I've been pushing my friends, you know, trying to get them to. You know, hey man, why don't you get an e-bike? You know, that way I have somebody to ride with. But you know, like I said, I ramble on. I'm sure y'all probably get tired of listening to me yak half the time, but you know, I try to be informative and do what I can. Come on, people, go. What are you doing? Text message them. Idiot. But yeah, like I said, I don't mind the talk thing. At first it was a little uncomfortable. Of course, I don't have a camera staring at my face. You know, this is all point of view thing or whatever, which I think it's better. I don't think y'all want to look at my ugly ass face staring in a camera while I ride. You'd rather watch the ride part, I think. But I mean, I would. I don't want to look at some dude driving a bike, you know. Now, you know, if I was in my vehicle or whatever, I could swing the camera around periodically, but I wear this thing on my chest, on that necklace style deal, and like I said, it gives y'all a view of the speedometers and phones and all that different stuff. And I have had a few people comment, because I asked y'all to leave in the comments which camera view y'all like better, and the ones that responded said they don't like me mounting that camera up here on the handlebars. They like to see everything. So yeah, it was cool. Like I said, I kind of figured too. I like it when I watch them, because like I said before, I watch a ton of these things. The reviews, the rides. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of guys that I've found that I follow that actually do this kind of stuff. They may have little 10-minute snippets of them being idiots and doing crap they're not supposed to, or doing shorts. But no, I haven't really found a lot of people that do this kind of thing. And like I said, before I got one of these, this is what I thrived on, man, was watching these things. You know, it helped me decide on which bike that I wanted to buy. I mean, at first I was going to jump into one of those electric, you know, the electric brand stuff, because, you know, there's that one guy I watch, he swears on the, you know, oh, if you're going to buy one, buy a brand, a big name. Well, what's that name going to do you? You know, make you pay more money. And those bikes are slow. They got low voltage batteries. They got low voltage controllers, you know, low amps. I mean, you got a 20 amp controller. I mean, that thing ain't gonna put no power out. And I understand that some of the laws are different, but you know, and I know some of these laws are coming around. I do not agree. You know, this California law that they come out with this no throttle crap, that's ridiculous. And you know, I understand this thing was shipped as a class 2. And that's all in great if I'm piddling around a park like I did this weekend. But if I'm out here on the road, think about it. Yeah, I don't mind going 20 or 25 miles an hour. But if I need that power to avoid an accident, especially on my throttles, because I don't do the follow throttle. I change the settings to where I can go full blast on throttle at any time, because I think that's safe. That's a lot safer than pegging this throttle at 20 miles an hour. I mean, what if a car's heading toward me and I need to veer, or I need to get out of the way before somebody runs into me? I'd rather have that throttle to do that. And it's like, I explained to my stepdad, I was telling him today, golly, it's like my stepdad today, I was telling him, just because it goes 40 miles an hour doesn't mean I go 40 miles an hour constantly, and I don't. I mean, here I'm going 20. Speed limit here's 30. But you think about this, you see me riding on these, like these main roads going to Killeen and stuff, and those are 70 mile an hour speed limits on that. And you figure if somebody's going 60, let's say 60 miles an hour, and I'm going 20 miles an hour, they don't have as much time to visually see me as they would if I was going 40, because I'm closer to their speed limit. So I think it's safer, especially if you're driving in a situation that the speed limit is so much more than what you're driving. Visibility is number one, and I think they can visibly see me at a longer, because I'm going faster. If they pass me going 70 and I'm going 20, they pass me pretty quick. If I'm going 40, they're not going to pass me quite as quick, and I have a longer time for them to see me and try to avoid hitting me. But like I said, it's to each his own. I don't know. Everybody's got their opinions, and it just seems like the people that come up with all of these crazy ideas and these crazy rules are people that have no clue about these things. They just see they come from China. I'm so sick of, I understand China is a threat to a point, but we rely on China. If they actually stopped imports from China, we would be screwed, because we have become so reliant on Chinese products because they're made cheaper. We can't make things that is cheap. But it's all in how you look at it. And these lawmakers that sit up there and try to make laws on shit like this, and I think it's ridiculous. None of them have probably ever even sat on an e-bike, much less rode one. So how can they make rules? How can they come up with these laws to regulate these things if they know nothing about them? All they know is it's China. It's crazy. But that's just my opinion, I guess. But we're supposed to be the land of the free. Now, let's back up just a touch. Then you got these damn kids out on Surrons, and they're going 80 miles an hour on a damn public highway, outrunning cars, and these cops see that. I fully understand that. Granted, I'm going to be honest with you, I would be one of those. If I had one of those, you don't think I'm going to get out and hit that 80 just to see what it's like. It's not going to be all the time. You damn sure ain't going to see me running down the middle of a major thoroughfare doing wheelies. That's just ridiculous. You're asking for trouble. And that's what a lot of these guys, these younger kids, they think it's cool, which, it might be. There's a place and time for it, though. And out here on the main thoroughfare is not. I watch those guys do ride outs in California. And these guys there's 6, 8 of them in the pack, and there might be 50 or 70 of these riders, and they're over here going down right downtown Los Angeles, and they're riding wheelies. And I understand that they can control what they do in the wheel. They're not controlling that with one wheel better than they can with two. I'm sorry to tell them. And I can understand if a cop sees me out here on this main road up on one wheel going 60 miles an hour on one wheel, I can understand them pulling me over. And pulling me over, they should. Man, I can't get up there on that. There are fine lines to stuff. But as far as me out here riding around, and if I see a car coming to me, I want that throttle to be able to get that extra power to get out of that car's way or whatever. They may not be paying attention. Whatever the reason it might be. I think that's a valuable thing to have, that throttle, just to keep yourself safe, I think. But I might be crazy. Here, let's get across here. Old Taco Bell. But, like I said, I just hate these them suit and tie dudes sitting in Congress or whatever, and they're up there trying to dictate what I do with this. And I paid for this. I worked for this. It's my money. I invested in it, and I'm not breaking laws. Now, if they make a law that makes me break, then so be it. But I will never disable this throttle as long as I ride this thing, because I feel as it adds a safety factor to it. And if they like it or not, I'll figure out. I'm sure there's a way where there's got to be a way that I could wire up a switch. I've seen turbo switches or whatever they call them on some of this stuff. There's got to be a switch where I could actually have a on-demand switch that I could put flip that switch and change it to class 2. If I can figure that out, I'd do it, if the legal part of it starts to get out of hand. But right now, like I said, you see me, I've been sitting here gabbing, and I'm all the way almost on the other side of town. I'm just enjoying myself. But like I said, I've been riding this thing all over this town, and some of these cops around here, they supposedly can get a little crazy, A lot of these guys are ex-military and kind of get a little gung-ho. But I pass cops, I wave at cops, I do everything, and I haven't had one of them question anything I do, and that's great to me. I like that. But there are the few that ruins it for a lot of us when they're out doing wheelies going 80 mile an hour. That's just ridiculous. And, I have no problem with it. I used to do it on I had a Suzuki GSXR 750. And that thing ran like a scalded ass ape. I used to do, wheelies, do all that kind of mess. But there's a time and place for it. In the middle of rush hour traffic with all these people, that is not the place nor the time. How you doing, sir? But, like I said, there's a lot of common sense that should be out here with these things, and they're not. And, I don't, these class 2 bikes, hey, let's put it for 16 to 18-year-old class 2. If you're 18, you jump to a class 3, whatever it might be. But no, I don't think. If my son's, he's in his 30s now. I used to buy him bicycles. He used to do he did the ramps and jumps and all that kind of crazy stuff. And he did skateboard and bike. I bought him everything he needed. That kid had, I don't know, 10 skateboards or whatever at one time. He had a couple bikes, and I encouraged that because it was exercise. He's not sitting there with his head jammed in a video game all day. He was actually getting out doing stuff. I encouraged it. But, like I said, a 16-year-old doesn't need to be on a Sur-Ron, and like I said, I really don't. I haven't done a lot of, I've not done a lot of research on the Sur-Ron thing. I know they're dirt bike looking things, and I think 80 miles an hour is a little excessive. But if it will go that fast, there's a place and time for it. If I go off-road, or if I'm out in the middle of nowhere where there's no vehicles and no cars, hell yeah, I'll jump that thing up to 80 just to see what it'll do. I love going fast. If you can't tell on this, tonight's kind of laid back. I ain't really been jamming up. I'm sure going home, I'll probably fire it up a little higher, but like I said, there's a place and time for the different kinds of riding and stuff. You're up on a sidewalk. 80 miles an hour is not good on a sidewalk. Popping wheelies on a sidewalk is not good. But like I said, I'd like to try it. I'd like to have a couple more. I've got that e-bug, man, and I love electric stuff. It's cool. It doesn't cost me nothing but a little electricity to plug this thing in. Yes, I've spent some money, but that's the initial investment. As long as everything stays intact and I don't blow up controllers, which I'm not over amping anything. This is all factory stuff, and it has a warranty, and I keep it that way. I add all this mess to it, but like I said, it's a cool deal, and like I said, I'm really fascinated in a lot of the different stuff. Now, those single wheel things, my videos I just put out about the Georgetown, I was talking about there was a guy there that rides one of those, and it is that's nuts. It is nuts to I just lost my train of thought. What I was talking about. That car was acting crazy. But anyway, whatever that is, I'll watch this and go, man, that's what I was talking about. But, well, it is what it is. Like I said, we're just out here, a little cruise. Ain't gonna be real long. Just out cruising around. Well, I thought I could get out of this parking lot. I guess not. But I got this weekend. I think Sunday. I think Sunday is supposed to get cold. Sunday night's going to get cold again. And I would really love, like I said, I'm in shorts and man, this thing making weird creaking noise or something's going on. Oh, I think it's that wire down there from that light I got plugged in. But man, I'm really debating. I'm really thinking about going to Austin this weekend. Do me some night rides downtown. It'd be so awesome. I figured during the week would probably be better because it wouldn't have as much traffic. But I may give it I mean, I'm not like real aggressive. Like I said, it's not like I'm going to be down there doing wheelies or nothing stupid, but I think it'd be pretty cool. And even with the traffic. This can't be very long because I didn't bring no batteries. When this battery runs out, this video is over. But it was charged, so we'll see. I can't remember how long I get, but I'm not gonna be out that long. Like I said, I'm already down to 65%. I've been sitting here yakking. I've already lost 20%. But I was impatient. I didn't want to get out too late. So I figured the hell with it. I'll just get out and do me a little short ride. Don't get to get out much at night. But boy, when it does finally warm up, it's going to be fun. I'll probably be riding more at night than during the day because it'd be so damn hot. Like I said, Texas is brutal in the summer. Texas is like 110 degrees in the summertime sometimes. It's brutal. And I would enjoy it. I'd love to be a snowbird. That guy that I was talking about that I watch ride, he's from Austin. But he basically bought one of those short buses. It was like one of them city bus, little white city bus. And he changed that bus up to where he can sleep in it and stuff. It's a little diesel bus. And he's got that thing set up where he can sleep in it and all that, and he drives around. Thanks, man. Watch out, lady. But yeah, he'll go to California, New York. He goes all over the place, and he sleeps in that van. It's cheap, He ain't got to worry about hotels. But one thing I never did. I'm going to go through here real quick and see. Yeah, I think that's the wires jingling on that fender down there. I'm going to cruise through here and see. This is when my buddy goes to the gym. I don't think he goes this late at night. Old Golds. Yeah, come summertime, I can see being out at night a lot. It'll be a lot cooler. Lot cooler. And I'll mark my word, I'm gonna get some. I've been watching Marketplace. I've been watching quite a few stuff. Hey, if anybody knows any old beater 70 Super 73 style stuff that's all beat up, I'm just looking for a frame. I want to build something, and it's going to be fast. I mean, there's a guy that I watch. He's out of California, I think, and it's called Raspy Rise. He's a younger kid, but he builds these things. He'll build. I think he got one of them razors, those Walmart razors. One of the Walmart razor bikes, and it looks like a little kid's thing, but man, I think he put in a 5,000. I think he put in dual 5,000 motors on those little wheels. Got a big old battery. He's got a company. Like I say, he's a good for information because he knows a lot of the different manufacturers that you can buy parts and different stuff from. But yeah, he built that little Razor. I think that thing, if I remember correctly, he was like, I think he had it up like 60 something miles an hour, and that's nuts. I mean, it's one of them little bitty Razor things, but he got that thing flying. Then he bought the Anioki, that 177. I think it's the A177. It was the one they come out with before they come out with the dual motor one and all that stuff. I looked into those bikes. Those things were expensive, and I didn't think they were as good looking. I mean, they're kind of ugly looking to me. But like I said, he took that thing and redid it, put all new, bigger motors on stuff, put bigger batteries. And I just think it's cool. It'd be a cool little project. I mean, this thing here is fine for me to get out and be cruising, and it'll go fast. It'll go, 40. That's fast enough for me, but if I had a little toy to get out and play around on every once in a while that did get 60, 70, don't think I wouldn't do it, just to have fun with. But for the most part, all my, my rides and my cruises and stuff, this thing's plenty for me. I'll tell you right now, too, another one. Like I said, I'm 56 years old. And, let's see this wire here. See if I can get that wire up off that fender. It is making noise. Man, my eyes are bad. Like, it's at 8:53. I couldn't see that. I can't see that. Man, this is still making noise. Why is it making noise? Hit the brakes. Let's see here. Wow. What is this doing here? Sounds like something making noise down here. I don't know what it is. Yeah, well. Yeah, my eyes are getting bad, man. I mean, I have to use reading glasses to read. I mean, they're horrible. But that's what happens, I guess. You get older. But I refuse to act old. Everybody, aren't you too old for those bikes? No, I'm not too old for these bikes. I'd have me another GSXR 750 or 1000. But it is dangerous. My whole family hated it when I had that. When I had that thing, and they were all high-fiving when I sold it. I sold that. I mean, I rotate my toys out. I get bored with that motorcycle. I sell that, buy me a bass boat, go bass fishing. Or, whatever. Man, that Whataburger smells good. I haven't had dinner tonight yet. I'm getting kind of hungry. But, like I said, man, I enjoy this kind of stuff. And I've set up my life. I've kind of set my life up to where, everything I own is paid for and stuff, and I've worked my whole life trying to accomplish that. So I don't have extremely a lot of bill, and I accumulate a lot of stuff. It's like today, my mom lives about 18 miles. I'm going to drive out that way. I'm going to take this on that run. I don't know how it'd be great. I may have to plug in at her house because it's a long hike, and I think she's like 20 miles, so that would be a 40-round gig, but I'd have to drive pretty quick, or it would take me forever to get there. I don't know how long my battery would last. I think it would make it, though, if I was good. But it's a small town. It's Lampasas, Texas. It's real small. But There I go. I done lost my train of thought again. But like I said, I don't let my age kill me. You know, yeah, I'm 56, but I'm still a kid at heart. I love this kind of stuff. I love doing this kind of stuff. This is the closest thing I can get to a motorcycle without. I think that's what I was talking about. I'd have another motorcycle, but you know, there's a lot of expense to that. Gas for one, which they get good gas mileage. But you buy one of those, you gotta have insurance, gotta buy tags, and you gotta, you know, that's a constant investment that you're always having to pay for different stuff. But wow, got close to that brick wall. Man, these things are great. Oops, sorry. The lady's trying to lock the door, and I'll drive by and the door opened on it. But no, these things are great, like I said. And I mean, if I ever do get a crazy hair and want to go fast, if I had one of, you know, something like those Surons or whatever, I could go out and play on those. But this is my cruiser, man. This is I enjoy this thing. I love this bike. But as I've said in my other videos, I kind of go overboard. I started out with one drone, ended up with 5 at one time. My son's got one. And, you know, like I said, you're kind of limited because some of those, like I've got one of them that's called the Neo, and it's real light, but it's not real great at nighttime. You know, I tried to fly it in the house one time, and I didn't have the lights on, and its sensors are they're real bad in low light conditions. That thing was running into walls and everything else, but you know, I've got some good ones that you can fly at night. I've thought about taking it tonight and going up on top of that big hill and flying over the city, but I didn't do it. Wind's kind of blowing a little bit tonight, but I'm gonna do it though one of these nights. But like I said, I bought this in the winter, so I kind of dodge around the weather. See, I think that's that. I still think it's that wire rattling up on front. Is this thing hot? See, that light isn't hot. Somebody was saying on that, you know, when I did that review on that light, somebody was saying something. Oh, you know, that thing gets real hot. And the thing ain't hot. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm watching it right now. It's that wire. It's the headlight wire. It's bouncing on the fender. But like I said, the way I look at it is I worked my whole life trying to get ahead, which I say, I don't know, I ain't gonna say I'm way ahead, but I'm comfortable. And now I just feel like it's time for me to enjoy life a little bit, not have to worry about working like a dog all the time. And I can actually work when I want to. And that's a pretty good freedom to have in this day and age with the economy the way it is. And I think so. I picked this little town in Copper's Cove to move to. I used to live closer to Austin, but I don't know if this was the best of choice. The area out here is a little too small for me. I probably should have rethought that, but I'm not. It's nothing set in stone. I can always move, but well, I hadn't had one person. I'm even running against. I'm riding the left side of the main road, and I ain't getting nobody high beaming me or honking. I'm gonna try to take this all the way down. I'm gonna go up this big hill that I'll take on the way home sometimes. Maybe we can see all those deer out at night, man. It's nuts. I came through there earlier, and like I said, there's a million deer out there. No, I think I was saying earlier, though, I was talking about my mom's. I went out there today. She's got a guy out there doing a lot of clearing. She's got a lot of cedar and stuff on her property. I had a welder. I've got a big Miller Bobcat welder that I actually bought a while back and was using. And the guy was interested in it. I've been wanting to put it on like Marketplace. I don't ever use it anymore. But guy was interested in it, so I went out. Well, I sold it. The guy offered me, he offered me $1,200 for it. Well, I paid $1,100 for it. He offered me $1,200 for it, and it was probably I might have got a little extra, if I would have put it on Marketplace, but it don't matter. Like I said, it had been sitting over there, so. Look at that. Try to zigzag through here and get back to that road. Like I said, we'll go up and check those deer out real quick and head back towards the house. There's the old Walgreens. I came down to this Walgreens earlier tonight. Feel it coming, get a little spunky. There goes old Copper's Cove's finest. Yeah, I'm about to wire tie that headlight wire up. Sitting there bouncing on the fender. Got a little crazy with the speed. this is where the deer will pick up. Let's see here. They were all in one of these neighbors, one of these yards earlier. There they are. Look at all these deer in this yard. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look at all them. They're lousy. But, like I said, I think these old people feed them. I think they feed those deer, which is a big mistake. But I think that's what they do. That's why they hang out there. 38%. And I burnt down some battery again. But, like I said, I only started out with 85. Oh, come on. There she goes. Yeah, like I said, that backlight, that little battery light doesn't really, I don't know, does that thing light up with the brakes or no? No. I don't guess. I guess that middle part's a reflector or something. I don't know. Yeah, it don't add a lot to it, but it is what it is. But we'll push her in. And up, we jumped up to 41%. But basically, let me turn this. Let me go. Quit. Nope. This one. Nope. Come on. All I'm trying to do is crank my screen up. Not that one, it's this one. What's going on here? Why can't I? There we go. Now we got it. Okay, so here we go. We had 40.7 miles an hour. Hey, we did 19.8. God, we did 20 miles. It didn't take long. Like I said, I started out at 85 and we're almost to 43 now. 40% battery took us for 20 miles. I didn't hit trip record. Oh well. I didn't record the trip. I mean, basically a couple hours or whatever it's been. And anyway, guys, like I said, that is the Night Rider. We actually got our first night video. Turn these lights off down here. Yeah, that's our first night ride. Basically, other than doing a little test on the, doing a little review on the lights, on that new light. But anyway, I guess I'll let you run, guys. I have to go in and see what this thing looks like. Make sure this camera does good at nighttime. For some reason I thought this thing had a night mode, but I couldn't find it anywhere on here. It's not like I do a lot of nighttime stuff, but I think I did that light video with the same as I do during the daytime. If I remember correctly, I don't think I changed the settings, but anyway, like I said, I'll let you guys go on, and like I said, I'll post this up next day or two. But I do have 2 brand new ones on there that I put on from this weekend. And out there at the lake, that bike trail was awesome. That was an awesome one. And like I said, I may run out there. I don't know. It depends on how this weekend goes. If anything, I may run out there and do that one. I may run that. Because I'm assuming, I don't know who'd be out there at night. But I'm assuming that thing would be empty. And man, I can blow and go on that thing. I could run through all the woods and stuff. I think that'd look cool at night. And I can I could actually kick my light up, because I don't have any traffic. So I could actually kick that light up and really light it up good. I think that'd be a good video, but I may do that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see you.